Welcome, light beings. Welcome to your signs reading for September. And we're going to do it by element. I will have the timestamps down below. And we're going to start with Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. So what we're going to do, we're going to do a reading for the element of Earth. And then in the end, we're going to take an advice specific for each sign, okay? So, without further ado, let's see what are the most important, the most relevant messages here for the earth signs. And my cat Rodrigo is planning to jump just here next. Yeah, you want to join? You want to join the reading? Rodriguinho. He's so adorable. So for the ones of you that follow me on Instagram, you have seen him already, and maybe I just show you quick. Rodriguinho. And look how big he is now. He's not even 4 months. He's such a cute little boy, aren't you? Aren't you? He really likes to join the readings and bless us with his grace and good energy. So let's see what is here. Yeah, you also an earth sign. For earth signs. Okay, so we start with the lovers. So there's a choice. There's a choice to be made here. There's a relevant decision that needs to occur in September. That needs to happen in September. Let's take all the cards first with the 4 of coins, the 5 of cups, the moon, the Pope or the Hierophant, the 6 of Wands, the Empress, and the card. And then next we will have the 4 of Swords. In the bottom of the deck we have the 7 of Swords. So the good news is that by the end of the month you will feel very different than how you're feeling in the beginning of the month, because I feel there's a decision here that needs to be made that is taking a lot of your energy, that is taking a lot of your even joy. And why is that? It's not because you don't know what to decide. It's mostly because you don't know what happens after you take your decision. You know, it's almost like in my mother language, we say often like, will I trade the certain for the uncertain? Why should I do that? And this happens a lot when we need to take decisions that somehow, some way will change our life. Whether it is changing a job, changing partner, or ending a relationship, right? And there's clarity about the decision. What is there's no clarity is about how my life will be. And this is what's causing you anguish. However, you will realize during this month that the biggest anguish is to remain still, is to remain without taking action towards what you truly want, towards what you truly desire, because this situation can no longer be, it's not bringing you joy, it's not bringing you happiness. You will make the right decision. It's important to connect with your angel, with the spirit guides, try to really recognize what adds joy to my life, what adds clarity, what adds meaning to my life, and what takes it away. The biggest challenge for you right now is maybe, you know, I feel that I'm really connecting with people here that are mostly on the passenger seat. They are mostly, you know, allowing things to take its course, allowing things to solve itself. And this is not things to get solved, you know, and this is not the case. This is something that you really truly have to make a decision. This is something that you truly have to take action. And this is your lesson to learn, is that although some things, sometimes it's okay to wait that they are solved, but sometimes in life you cannot only be in the feminine energy and being so passive. You need to take action. And you know, they're showing me an example. You know, I had back in the day when I was working in the corporate world, I had a colleague that actually became a very good friend, and she had an amazing, beautiful, divine feminine energy. But at the same time, the downside of that energy, that she was extremely passive. She's extremely passive. And the positive thing was, You know, one thing she told me is like, she never would answer an email immediately. She would wait, because in her line of work, usually within a few hours or even a day, if she would take the distance, the problem would solve itself without requiring any action from her. Although this is smart, there is also the lack of proactivity. And this is maybe what you're struggling with. You need to be proactive. You need to take steps. You need to take action. You need to make a decision. This is not something that will solve itself. And this is the lesson that you need to learn. So maybe if you're dealing with someone that is usually very decisive, in this situation they're not deciding anything, and this is driving you crazy because now you're being forced to take a decision, to take action. You will feel more powerful, okay? You will feel more powerful. And you see, the card that will come next is the Four of Swords, which is really about not taking action, not taking action. You'll have to. It will not solve itself unless you take action, unless you make a decision and act according with that decision. This energy is becoming a little bit annoyed, you know, a bit annoying. It's almost like I want to go there and shake you, like, wake up. You have the willpower, you have the decision power in your life. I will take now a final advice for each and every sign. And I will take one tarot card and one message here from the Inner Child deck. Okay. So for Virgo, we have here the Nine of Cups. And with this card, it really tells that you need to focus more on your dreams, and you need to focus more on how your actions can balance your emotions and vice versa. And this is for you, is very important. With this card, I also feel that, you know, maybe you need to loosen up. Maybe you need even to party more, to get out more, you know. Or if there's an invite coming your way, just say yes. Or even ask someone out. Take the lead. So for Virgo, maybe this is about the relationship and things are not moving ahead because the other person is even more passive than you, and now you need to make a decision, to take action, to invite someone out even. Yeah, and then for the Capricorn, we have here the Three of Cups, and this might complement each other signs, okay? This is really about celebration, partying more, reunion, go with the flow, but at the same time take charge, you know, in the sense of, let's take the example of partying more, inviting someone out. You invite. If the person says no, okay, say no. You will go either way and you will meet other people. So in this case, like, you go with the flow, but you also take action. And now for Taurus, what is your final tarot card? And we have here for you the Judgment. So I feel like this is even more impactful for the sign of Taurus, because this is really a big awakening, a big decision, a life-changing decision even. Because although for Capricorn and Virgo, this is more about, you know, going with the flow, taking action, and how do I explain this? It's like, taking the example again, of inviting someone out, if the person says no, you still go to the party, so you take action. Maybe the result of your action is not what you expected, but you still go with the flow, but you still go and do things. You take charge of a situation. You cannot force someone to do something. But for the sign of Taurus, this is a little bit bigger than that, in the sense that it could be that you literally take the decision on giving up on something or giving up on someone. But this is for your own sanity. This is because there's something that is not advancing. And by letting go of this situation that is stagnant, by saying goodbye, new things will come in, or even the one that you're giving up on will fight for it. So we take now from the Inner Child, what is here, the message for each sign. So for Virgo, we have get lost, fall deep into the realm of imagination. So this is really like confirming the situation here with the Nine of Cups. celebrate more life, you know, do more things. Get inspired somehow, some way. Get inspired, be more creative, do more things that bring joy to your heart. For Capricorn, 42, you deserve to be seen, let yourself be known. And this is perfect here with the card, with the Three of Cups, with the energy of celebration, with the energy of going to a party, regardless if you go with a +1 or not, because it's not even important. What's important is that you go, that you meet new people, that you celebrate, that you talk, that you exchange ideas, have deep conversations, or you know, there's a change of energy here if you allow yourself to be seen. Don't be shy. And now for Taurus, we have here with number 36. Today is the day. It's time to begin the journey. And you know, like here, it's very synchronistic for all of you, because here with the Judgment card, this is really like there's a door closing here, but there's a gate being open, okay? And it's time to begin the journey. It's time for you to take the decision. It's time for you to take action. It's time for you to turn your back on something. And this is difficult, but this is meant to. It's meant to lead you in a brighter, bigger, better direction, okay? So, Earth signs, those are your messages. I hope this resonated with your situation. If it did, I'll be very happy to read your comment. Thank you, thank you, thank you for spending this time with me, and I'll see you soon. And now we have here Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So let's see what we have here for the air signs. So we're going to take a general message for all the signs, and then we're going to take a specific advice for each and every sign, okay? So let's see what is here for the air signs for the month of September. What do we need to know here for the air signs? Okay. We have here the Knight of Cups. So this is about action. It's about balanced emotional action. It's about taking action towards something that brings happiness and joy to your life, or someone coming in. The Knights usually bring an offer, okay? Bring a proposal. Let's see. Oh, we have the Ten of Cups. Then we have the Two of Wands. Wow, the Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, the Six of Coins or Pentacles, the Car, the Empress. And these cards came out, the Empress here and the Car here for the signs of Earth. So if you feel guided, watch them. And then we have here the Six of Wands. Then we will have the Three of Cups, and the bottom of deck we have the Lovers. Both cards also came out for the signs of Earth, okay? So this might be complementary to this message, or it might be that you are dealing also with an Earth sign. So the energy here is very strong, is about either there's you offering stability, offering lifelong lasting commitment to someone, or there's someone coming towards you, okay? So take what resonates with your situation. Either way, this is something that is mutual. Like if you are the one offering this commitment, offering this proposal to someone that you want to, for some of you this is business, for some of you this is romance, but this is like a lifelong lasting romance, a lifelong lasting business. And this is mutual. So if you are the one offering, proposing, it will be well received. If you are the one receiving it, it will be very well received, okay? there's a choice, there's two paths here. So maybe this is something that in the past there was a bit of doubt about, will this partnership work out? And I will say partnership, but you take it as romance or business, okay? It will be different for all of you because this is a general reading. So maybe in the past there was a kind of doubt about this validity and longevity of this connection. Not because it was not trustworthy, not because it was not stable enough, but maybe mostly because it felt somehow, some way, at times, a little bit unbalanced, a little bit like maybe we are too different to complement each other, or maybe we actually are different enough that we do complement each other. And right now, someone or both decide to commit, decide to bring the stability that the relationship needs. It could be about moving in together, but it could be about doing business together, building something long-lasting. Because in September, there's a realization from both parts here that it's meant to be. Okay, it's meant to be. And maybe there's a trip, there's a travel that will help solidify this connection. And perhaps some of you have already tried, you know, to have like a weekend together with this person, or spending some time with this person, even traveling with this person to really see how things will work out. And maybe in the past this only brought maybe a little bit more doubt, but in the moment that you felt that it brought more doubt, actually it was solidifying the connection, it was solidifying the relationship. And now it might be a new travel going on, that it will be really meant to show that you're meant to create together. You're recognizing that you're meant to create together, that you're meant to build and support each other, and that you're actually good for each other. Okay, this is very interesting energy for you. I will take now an advice for each sign. I'll take with a tarot card and then with the inner child deck. So let's start with Gemini. For Gemini, we have the Queen of Coins and the Nine of Coins or Pentacles. And this is really like Gemini. This is really about building your stability. This is really about, you know, having enough. For you, Gemini, I feel like you will only mutually agree to have a business or a partnership together if what you both bring to the relationship, to the partnership, is equal, right? It could be that one has more finances, but one has more emotional maturity and gives very good advice, right? It could be that both have more or less the same. So this is really about building a partnership that we are both equal. However, what you bring to the partnership, it's a very positive, grounding energy, very balanced, nurturing, caring, creative energy that this partnership needs. For Libra, you have 3 cards. So you have the 3 of Pentacles, the Knight, the King of Cups, and the 2 of Cups. So this is really about a partnership. This is really meant that both of you will work together in growing and evolving. Some of you, this is both romantic and business. So it could be that you're doing business with your partner. This also could be that both of you support each other's business and help each other to be better professionals even. What you both bring to this relationship, or maybe what your person brings to this relationship, this could be you, could be them, okay? There's someone here in this equation that is very highly emotionally intelligent, emotionally stable, has a very good understanding of emotions and how to balance them. So there's an energy here of at least one of you. It's really knows how to navigate emotions, and the one knows more how, and another one is more about how to physically work for something to gain stability or to attract stability into your life, into this relationship. For Aquarius, what do we need to know here? Aquarius have 1. Oh, we have the Devil. So this is really about, you know, some of you have doubts about this relationship or this partnership because in the past the experience that you had were not great, and you may be used to have mostly toxic relationships than healthy relationships. And you know, sometimes what happens when we are in you have here the Seven of Swords. Sometimes what happens when we are very used to have toxic relationships, they can be exciting because of the chaos. It's like a roller coaster. Roller coasters are exciting. They're not necessarily healthy, right? Especially if it's an emotional roller coaster. But what happens sometimes is that if you are too used to this kind of relationships in your life, then when you enter in a stable, healthy relationship, you're bored. You don't understand this. So you bring a little bit of toxicity to it. And in this connection here, this is not allowed. If this is about a business, it's like you are maybe used to use tricks or maybe used to be tricked. And with this is not going to work like that. And you need also to change and to let go of your toxic patterns, okay? So let's take here the final message for each one of you. So for Gemini, 28, review your responsibilities. Not all responsibilities are ours to hold. And this is really very complementary with the energy that for you, Gemini, it was really about entering a partnership that you both equals, that you both bring something. For Libra, 35, there is hope ahead. Have courage and take heart, for there is hope. So this is really about, you know, this energy of someone that is very, very emotionally intelligent, that is really, I feel there's, in this equation, there's one that maybe is a little bit more pessimistic and there's one that is more optimist, and these energies are very balancing. So it's almost like the energy that I told in the beginning, that are we too different that we complement each other, or are we that different that we are growing apart? And this is really the advice for you. There is hope. It's mostly complementary, and not to divide. It's to unite, and that's what you're seeing during this month. For Aquarius, we have here 38. You are enough. You do not have to give more. So this is really talks about the toxic patterns, and to understand. First of all, accept that you are good enough, and also accept that your partner is good enough. And it's really like there's this kind of very positive energy here entering your life, or in your life, that you don't know how to handle. In September, you will learn how to handle, because you will identify and see what is the toxic patterns and toxic behaviors that you have and you bring to this relationship, and you no longer want to. And maybe there's even going to be here a conversation, an honest conversation between two people. And moving forward, you will be able to support each other the best way that you can, in a healthy way, okay? So air signs, very interesting here your reading. If this resonated with your situation, I'll be very happy to read your comment. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and I'll see you soon. And now we have here the water signs, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. So let's see what are the most important message coming here for you for the month of September. And we're going to take a general reading, and then in the end we're going to do an advice for each and every sign. So let's see. Okay. The Tower, I show you the Hierophant, the Queen of Wands, and the Moon. Let's see. The Moon. The Moon. Let's see which one wants to come out. We take one at a time. Take one at a time. She's like, no. For water signs, there's a lot going on. It's not one at a time, but let's see what's going on here. One at a time. So it starts with temperance. Time heals everything. Time is a divine thing, you know. Often as human beings, we tend to fight against time. We want to know when, or when is this going to change? When is this going to happen? When can I do this? When can I do that? And one thing that we need to learn is to trust the divine timing, because the divine timing is wise. Patience is a blessing. Then we have the Five of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the Four of Swords, a lot of swords going on here for you. Then we have the Lovers, the Seven of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, Death, and the Five of Coins or Pentacles. The bottom of the deck we have the Two of Cups, and then we will have the King of Wands coming in. So it's very challenging here for the signs of water. September is a very challenging month. You are in conflict. You are in a lot of conflict. And you will only be able to get out of this conflict with time. You need to respect the timing, because sometimes you don't have the clarity to move forward. You don't have the clarity to take steps. This month, during the month, you will start to have clarity, full clarity regarding the conflict that you are experiencing. And this could be about money. This could be about relationship. This could be about a big change that is happening in your life. September is the month that clarity will enter in your life, but it's not the month that you will take action. You will, although, take a decision and see clearly what your options are. The most important thing for you, or maybe the biggest obstacle, is that you feel that you are working, but things are not evolving. You feel that you're working, but you're not gaining a lot, in the sense that, you know, maybe you work really hard and that promotion or that bonus did not come. The advice here is for you to hold your head high, keep doing what you're doing, because in time, with time, things will change. Things will change, and what is yours to your hand will come. So September for the water signs is a month that you will get out of challenge, you will have clarity, you will clearly see your options, and you need to keep working towards your goal. Although maybe you do not see the light in the end of the tunnel yet, but it will come in time. You have to accept that. That is your lesson to accept, which is very hard. And this energy is making me very, I just want to scream. I understand that. You really need to trust the process. That is what this stagnant energy is teaching you, patience. Stay consistent in taking the steps towards your goal. Stay consistent. Do not doubt. Do not doubt. It's like the energy of agony. Let me dig deeper sign by sign. So we start here with the Scorpio. And for you, I will even do it different, because I'll take a tarot and then I'll take immediately this one, so I can focus in each and every sign, because the energy is really strong. So let's start with Scorpio. What else we need to know here for Scorpio? So we have here the Magician and the Hermit. So two major arcana. It's like you're really going through this energy of balancing, when should I take steps and when should I do nothing? When should I go within and when should I go without, right? This is really like you are learning to work with the universe from within. So some of you might also be very useful to meditate, to go within, to take time to understand actually your spiritual superpowers, because you have not understand that yet. And this is why you are in this energy, because you have not understand yet your true spiritual powers and how to work with the universe, because you're not meditating, you're not going within. And if you're not going within, you're always without being the key word here. Okay. 33, speak to yourself with kindness. Become aware of how you speak to yourself. And you know, with this challenging energy, it's very common that you start doubting yourself, that you start thinking, oh, I'm useless, or I'm worth, or even saying like, I'm good for nothing. Stop that. Stop that. You're going to a challenging period that's only making you stronger, making you wiser, and actually helping you to get to know yourself better. So start today. Start being kind with yourself. Start talk with you as you would talk with the person you love and respect the most. Allow nothing but that kindness, that respect, that encouragement when you talk with yourself, when you think about yourself. And this will transform your reality, okay? So, Pisces, what is the advice here for Pisces? We have the Two of Coins or Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. So, this energy here for you, Pisces, is really about balancing the beginning here of a new project. It's only in the beginning. And the beginning, the first steps are the hardest. If you really think about, you know, a child giving the first steps, they don't start walking from one moment to another, you know. Although it looks sometimes like that, there was already like the process of crawling, the process of standing, the process of taking one step and falling. So you need to stay consistent in balancing these first steps, because you will go somewhere. You will see the light in the end of the tunnel, but you need to keep yourself consistent. Stay consistent. The beginning is the hardest. Then we have here number 42. You deserve to be seen. Let yourself be known. This card also came out for one of the earth signs. So if you feel guided, watch it, because there's also a lot of earth energy here for you. Don't doubt yourself. Whatever it is that you are trying to work to manifest here, put yourself out there. Be your biggest cheerleader, encourage yourself, you know, if you want to be a speaker, make videos of yourself, expose yourself, show yourself, right? Go out, talk with people, do networking, post on social media. Allow yourself to be seen and enjoy being seen. This is your advice for the month, okay? And now we have here for the sign of Cancer. What do we need to know? What is the final advice? Okay. Very interesting. They entered but separately. So you have here the Emperor, the Four of Cups, and the Fool. You will have to make a decision, and in the sense that this is a mental decision. This is a behavioral decision. No longer focus on what's lost, what no longer is, but focus on this new journey ahead, or actually focus on the journey that you are in and take steps with authority even, you know. For you, there's also like this energy within 4 months, something manifesting for you, something changing for you within 4 months or until April. There's this energy here of finally enjoying the journey, finally being the lead role in my life, because it's almost like you have not been the lead role in your life so far, and now you're learning to be the lead role in your life, being the authority. Is almost like someone that is very adventurous, but at the same time is very conscious and responsible. You're taking responsibility. That's the word. You're taking responsibility for your journey, and you're enjoying it, enjoying your journey. Okay. And then we have here 39. You are wanted. There is a home waiting within. And this is really about enjoying the journey, taking responsibility for the journey, going within, you know. Some of you, I have this energy, especially for you, Cancer, that you might be downsizing. You might have realized that maybe what you're focused on, the happiness, what you thought you need to be happy, It's not really what brought you happiness. So you're evaluating and you're taking charge of your life in a different way, with a different perspective, with a different focus, but with a very positive energy. And this for you will change within 4 months or until April, okay? Very interesting, very, very interesting here for the water signs. So, light beings, if this reading resonated with you, I'll be very happy to read your comments. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and I'll see you soon. And now, finally, we have here the fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sag. So let's see what's here for you. And first we take a general energy for the fire signs, and then we're going to take a final advice for each and every one of you. That is more complementary, more specific for each one of you. So have you the world, a completion. Like reaching the final destination. And you know, it's not the final destination, right? Because you still have a lot of time ahead. But it's almost like there's something here coming to fruition, coming to completion. There's an area of your life. And you know, imagine that you're writing a book, you finished the book, okay? Imagine that you are studying, you finished your studies. So there's completion here. This completion here for some of you can also be the finishing a role in this company and going to another company. It's life-changing, okay? It's something big. This is not something small. We have the Queen of Cups, the Judgment, the Ace of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, the Nine of Wands, the Seven of Swords, no, the Seven of Wands, and the Judgment. So, sorry, this is the Judgment, and this card here is Justice. It's written in German, so Justice and Judgment. It's very alike. Bottom of deck, we have the Fool and the Three of Wands coming out next. So there's really major events coming in for you here. You have beautiful major arcanas here, which is the Justice, the Judgment, and the World. Final destination. Something big starting for you. Because this is really like, although there's a lot of here, like something is finalized, the focus is not with something that is over, is in the beginning. So let's say that you finish university, now you start working. Let's say that now you finish a job in this corporation, a new job has opened somewhere else. So this is really about, you know, reaching this final destination just to embark on a new, better, higher journey. And this is something that you are becoming prepared for it, because now you are more emotionally intelligent, you're more emotional balanced, you really know what brings joy. And it's almost like you understand what brings you joy, satisfaction, and what brings you money. So for some of you, there's really like, for you to build an empire, for you to build financial stability, you had to go through understanding the value, the difference between value and price. So you truly understand that the most important thing is that I have a job, or I have a life, a journey that I live with purpose. I need purpose. There's this realization here for you that you truly need purpose, and a job. I feel this is very related with job or studies, that you really need to have this, it needs to be meaningful, it needs to mean something. And when you reach that emotional stability, there's a new contract. For you, there's a new contract here that is better. And it will bring you more emotional fulfillment, but it will also bring you more money, really. You are anxious, you are apprehensive about this change, but you need to know that you are able to stand your ground. You no longer are who you were. You are different now. And history will not repeat itself. Take that as resonates with you. Because maybe you have gone through challenge and doubt even, But now is your time to shine. Now is your time to receive good karma, receive balance into your life, receive recognition, receive more. Okay, very interesting. It's a good month to be a fire sign. Let's go deeper and see here for each and every sign. We start with Aries. What is the advice, the final message here? Okay, so you have the Empress and the car. So this is really like, this is the energy of victory, of creativity, of things advancing, going forward, moving. You're receiving. It's your time to receive. Embrace it. It's really your time. This is the month that you finally receive and create. And you know, for a minority of you, this is also the month of conception, or that you're going to receive the news that there's maybe a baby on the way. And this is for a minority of you. If you're trying, it's going to happen. And this is very specific. So for some of you, if you're really trying to become parents, this is something that you're becoming aware in September. But it was already something in motion since June, July, which makes sense, right? So final message, seek guidance in this. It is time for a different perspective. And this is really for the ones of you that this is not really about conception. It's about like understanding that it's my time to receive. I also deserve to receive. And maybe until now you're really thinking that I give up. I will never receive. I will never find balance in my life. I will never find the right opportunity. And now September is showing you, yes, it's coming in. It's knocking at your door. And you just have to open your hands and receive it. And unwrap it and be happy with it. Okay? Leo. Let's see here for Leo. What is the final message? You have the Two of Wands and the Sun. Wow. So for some of you, this had to do with the choice. And this is your confirmation that you made the right choice, or you're making the right choice. Don't focus too much on doubt. And you know when you made the right choice, when it feels okay, when you are at peace with the choice that you have made. And it's really September is really your time to shine. It's really your time to embrace good luck, happiness, abundance in your life. Almost I can see that for some of you, if this has to do with a choice, there's no wrong choice even. All paths lead to Rome. All paths for you lead to success. It's success. You'll have success either way, with either choice. Okay, very interesting. It is okay to be misunderstood. Perception is not always based on the truth. And you know, this could be that for some of you, this is really about truth coming to light, but also understanding that if there's more people involved in this choice that you have to make, you'll not be able to please all, and that's okay. Because perception and truth is not common, right? We have our own perception, we have, based on our beliefs and our experience, we experience our own truth. And this might not be necessarily exactly the same for others. And you need to make peace with that, okay? Now, Sagittarius. Okay, that was a lot of cards. We're going to give the opportunity for them to come out again. Let's see which ones are the most relevant. The Three of Swords. So this has to do with heartache, healing. And we have the Devil. So it is really about healing from toxic patterns. Letting go of toxicity and also addiction. For some of you, this new path, this something that is over, it's about overcoming addiction, overcoming bad habits that were only destroying yourself. That's why it's big. It's not about the ending, it's about the new beginning, a new life without a specific addiction. And this could have to do with someone in your life that is overcoming addiction. If this resonates, congratulations. It's not easy to overcome addiction, but it's possible, and you are the exception. You did it. I like this. In the bottom of the deck for you have the Wheel of Fortune. So you had a lot of help from Fortune, you have a lot of help from angel, spirit guides, and even the destiny. It's almost like for you this is deeper because it's really about overcoming something that you struggled with, and now you finally did it. You finally did it. Beautiful. Let's see what else. And you know, this addiction can have to be, it can be big, you know, can really be with substance abuse, but for some of you can really have just to be with procrastination, with falling into patterns that are not beneficial for me, overcoming laziness. So the degrees are going to be different for all of you, the degrees of the addiction, right? Go inward. It's time to connect with your inner child. And it's really like, it's about this month, you will make your inner child proud. You will make the child that you were proud of who you become. And this is really beautiful, okay? So, fire signs, very intense reading here for you. If it did resonate with your reality, I'll be very happy to read your comment. Thank you for spending this time with me, and I'll see you soon.